So now we are going to discuss how to convert unlike fractions into like fractions. Next we'll have the conversion from mixed fraction to improper fraction. After that we will learn what are equivalent fractions and how to check whether the given fractions are equivalent fractions or not. And the last we are going to do is reducing the fractions into lowest form. So let us start from the first one, where we have to convert the unlike fractions into like fractions. First of all, why are they unlike fractions? Because they have the denominators different. So now how to make their denominators same is by taking out their LCM. So LCM of the denominators, that is 3 and 9. What will be the LCM of denominators 3 and 9? Let us find that out. 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. Again 3 ones are 3. So we get 3 into 3 into 1, that is 9. So we get the LCM of 3 and 9 as 9. Now you have to make the denominators same for both, because the denominator for the other one is already same. We'll deal with it later on, or you can deal with it for the first step only. But let us start from the first one. Now to make the denominator of 2 by 3 9, what should I multiply with to make it 9? We should multiply this with 3, because 3 threes will become 9. If we multiply the denominator with 3, we have to multiply the numerator also with the same number, that is 3. So we get the numerator as 6 by 9. Now what about the second one? For the second fraction we already have the denominator as 9. So what are we going to multiply this with? We are going to multiply this with 1. Because we are multiplying the denominator with 1, we will multiply the numerator also with 1. So 4 ones is 4. So now we have got the equivalent fractions, or you can say the like fractions. I will write here the like fractions for the given question are as 6 by 9 and 4 by 9. This is the answer. Now moving on to the next conversion, that is from mixed fraction to the improper fraction. As I discussed with you, the mixed fractions are representing the whole part and some fraction part. So what do we do here? We write these separately, that is we write this as 3 plus 2 upon 5. Now how will you do this? You will take out the LCM, that is what is the LCM of 1 and 5? You can take that out. The LCM is 5. Now what should you multiply 1 with to make it 5? We should multiply 1 with 5, that will become 5. So I write 5 here, numerator as it is. Then think about the next one. What should 5 be multiplied with to become 5? We have to multiply this with 1, right? And the numerator as it is. So what do we get? 5 3s are 15 plus 1 2s are 2 and whole upon 5. 15 plus 2, 17 upon 5. So this is the improper fraction. Why? Because here the numerator is greater than the denominator. So this is my answer, right? The next one here is the equivalent fractions. Now equivalent fractions are those fractions that have the same denominators, right? Or you can say it can have the same denominators. You can write also the other case. Okay, before writing the denominator case, let us discuss one thing, the equivalent term. The equivalent term here means clearly that the values of both the fractions should be equal. The term equivalent means both the values must be equal. Now how do we calculate their values? Let us check. Now for calculating the value of 2 by 3, is it having the numerator and denominator of this fraction are having any other common factor than 1? No, we do not have any other common factor than 1. So that means this is present in the simplest form only. This is already in the simplest form. Now what is the next that we can do? We have to check for 14 over 21. Is there any factor common to both other than 1? Yes, we do have. And what is that factor? That is 7. So we divide the numerator and denominator with 7. We get 2 upon 3. Now you can check 2 upon 3 cannot be reduced further, right? Why? Because it does not have any other common factor. So we can check that the simplest form of 2 by 3 was 2 by 3 only, whereas the simplest form for 14 over 21 is also 2 by 3. That means here my both the fractions are having the simplest form same, right? This was already present in the simplest form, whereas when we reduce this to the simplest form, we checked that is when it is not having any other common factor other than 1. That means that is the simplest form. Now both the factors, both the fractions, or you can say both, are having the same form, right? They are having the same values. So we can say that both are representing the equivalent fractions, right? The last one is reducing to lowest form. What I have just taught you in the simplest form is exactly what is to be done in the lowest form. Let us do this one by one. For the first one, that is 20 upon 28, we have to think of a factor which is common to both. Do we have any such factor? Yes, we do have so many of them. One of them is 4. Yes, because 20 comes in the table of 4 and 28 also comes in the table of 4. So we can divide them both with 4. Now what do we get on dividing? We get 5, and here we get, here it was 28, so here we got 4 6 are 24, 4 7 are 28. So 5 by 7 is the lowest possible form. Now here in 5 by 7, do we have any other common factor common to 5 and 7 other than 1? No, we do not have any common factor now. So this is known as my lowest form, right? Similarly, the last one is also going to be done the same way, that is 24 upon 32. Let us think of a number or a factor that is common to both, and that is 4. So we can divide this with 4 and divide 32 also with 4. What do we get? 4 6 is 24 and 4 8 is 32. Now you can see over here 6 upon 8. Now both the numerator and denominator, are they having any factor common to both other than 1? Yes, they still exist, and that is 2 for both case. So we divide them both with 2. What will be getting after dividing? We will be getting 3 upon 4. Now you can check 3 upon 4 further is not having any other common factor other than 1. So we leave the answer here only, and this will be known as our lowest form representation, right? So these were the questions based on fractions that you can get.